Good afternoon, YouTube. John Higgins with Flex Capital, and today we're talking about factoring. More importantly, invoice factoring and how your company can use it and how you can increase your cash flow. So first off, what is factoring? Well, factoring is when you submit an invoice or a purchase order to your customers, they return you with an invoice. You take that invoice and you send that to your factor. They're going to give you the cash on that invoice at a small discount, but you're going to get the cash in 24 to 48 hours. Then, as your customer receives the goods, sells the goods, instead of paying you in 90 or 120 days, you've got your cash now, and the factor is going to collect the rest of the money. So it's a way to increase your cash flow, get that cash now, start reinvesting it back into your company. There's a number of different reasons why you would use factoring to increase your cash flow. One of the most common is, again, increasing that cash flow. You're getting that money fast, less than 48 hours. You can turn it, you can reinvest it, you can develop new products, you can do any number of things, but you have the cash in hand. You're not waiting 60, 90, 120 days or worse in some cases. You're getting it right now. Next thing would be your bookkeeping and collections. So when you factor an invoice, that factoring company is going to take care of all the bookkeeping. Every invoice is going to go through that factoring company. They're going to invest in that vendor or supplier and make sure that their credit is worthy of factoring, which is another protection that you have, investing in that creditor. But as well with that, they're going to chase your collections. If you do a $100,000 invoice, for example, and you take a 3% fee to factor that, you're giving up $3,000 to get $97,000 right now. Now, there are some cases where you might get 80% up front and the rest when it's collected. But for example's sake, you're going to get 97% right now. If for any reason, and this is on a non-recourse factor, your supplier, or whoever you sold those goods to, does not pay that invoice, you would normally be out $100,000. In this case, you're out nothing. All you did was take a 3% fee from the factor, and now they're going to chase them and be your collection agency. So not only are they your bookkeeping agency, they're also your collection agency. I mentioned they're going to do credit checks on all your vendors. This is a huge benefit to you because you know who is worthy of selling your products to. If I want to go to a big box retailer because I've got some new toy or some new device, but they have terrible credit, they don't pay people on time, it takes them 120 or 150 or worse to pay those individuals, as opposed to being a net 30 or net 60 company. And even when they pay, people aren't receiving all their funds. That's probably not somebody I want to do business with. And that's one of the benefits of being involved with a factor. They're going to check all that for you. They're going to make sure that it's a good company to do business with, or let you know where they sit and where they actually pay their invoices at. And that way you can limit the amount of your invoices to that person. Lastly, you're going to get fast money. So again, like I mentioned before, money within 48 hours. That's money that you can turn. You can reinvest into your company. You can develop new products, toys, widgets, whatever it is that you're working on. But it's not something that you have to employ an entire department on to chase collections, chase the bookkeeping, hound a customer for payments on an invoice that went out 4, 5, 6 months ago. You're going to get that money fast. You're going to get it right now. And you don't have to worry as much about customers not paying. You're not going to be left with a $100,000 invoice that never gets paid on. So again, a huge benefit there that they're going to be your collection agency too. And then low cost is another thing. Most of the time, the factoring is going to come at a very small fee. Some companies operate on a month-to-month basis, maybe say 1%, 1.5% every 30 days. Some companies are a flat rate. It all depends. Every company runs it a little differently, and if you want more information on that or more details on that, contact us, info@flexcapital.net. We'd be happy to set up a conference call and discuss it in more detail. But like I said, each scenario is a little bit different. The way it's structured is going to be a little bit different. But this is a basic overview on why you would factor, why it's going to benefit your company, and how it works. Again, thank you. Contact us with any questions, or if you need more information, flexcapital.net.